Hi, this is Null Inquisitor again with another book review about 7th Sea. This one will be about the Nations of Théah, Book 1, the Pirate Nations. It's a book essentially about the pirates, as you can guess, in the setting of Théah. The book mainly speaks about the different factions of pirate you can encounter in the sea, apart from the one that you can make up in your own games. Suppose your character want to be a part of a already existing faction. This book tells you more about 5 factions of pirates in 7th Sea. The first one is the Brotherhood of the Coast. It's mainly a kind of a freeman fraternity, kind of pirate faction. It is led by Captain Helande, a Castilian man that was blue blood royalty that turned into a freeman and renounced his royalty, noble blood, and responsibility to just become a leader of men and a sailor. His ship is the Hanged Man, and it's probably one of the faction that is the most friendly toward the characters, the player characters. It's really about freedom and the sea and that kind of stuff. Then you have the Sea Dogs. The Sea Dogs are led by Captain Jeremiah Barrick. In fact, the Sea Dogs are really not just a faction of pirates, but a kind of night sailors of Avalon. So the Queen of Avalon is really behind the Sea Dogs, and it's really an honor to be a part of the Sea Dogs. I'll show you Captain Barrick. He's one of my favorite NPC in the whole 7th Sea. He's one of the luckiest men alive, and his style of captaining or leading is really about daring and taking chances and crazy plan in the face of death and oblivion. So it's another faction. Captain's Barrick ship is the Black Dawn, and some NPC on this boat are almost as famous as him. It's another faction that is really friendly towards the player character, especially if you have some PCs that are from the Avalon country. Then you have the Corsair, that are led by this man, Kairat Dean, who was a slave in the Crescent Empire. As you can guess by their name, they're kind of badasses and raiders and those kinds of pirate. In my games, they nearly appeared only as villains, but you could take their side and view the story from their point of view. So maybe it could be a middle class of pirate, but they are really violent and will take no names and will not back off from any challenge. Then you have the Vestenman Avenir Raiders, led by this woman, Ingenville Olafsdottir, and her ship is known as the Revenge, or a kind of Nordic word that sound like that. And her whole point is about the respect of other nations about their tradition and their people, and most of the countries are leaving behind the ways of the old, and she's one of the old guard, and she's one of the chosen of her people. They're also raiders, so it's kind of one of the most violent faction, but it would definitely make a good game to be a part of the raiders. They have an interesting backstory and nation behind it. Then the last faction would be the purview of the game master, and that faction can be named after a man, Captain Rice. Let me show you this bastard's face. Here you go. You will see the resemblance if you have read your classical tale of Peter Pan. You will see the resemblance with Captain Hook. Essentially, it's kind of the same. Captain Rice in 7th Sea is a mystery, and he's one of the most feared and dangerous men of all. You have a score of reputation in 7th Sea, and this man, I don't know if you can see, but he have minus 132 points of reputation. If positive reputation make you a hero, negative reputation make you a villain, and minus 132 makes you a pretty badass villain in the setting. It also means this man is really intimidating and fearful. So these are the 5 factions that are proposed by this book, as well as the faction you can make by yourself. The book also give you three locations that can be interesting to place in a pirate campaign. There is the Straits of Blood, which is some islands and a pirate kind of hideout. Then you have the island of Buca, that was founded in 1552 by a cardinal that was kind of worried about the prison in Castile. He was thinking about maybe getting people out of the prisons since they were overcrowded. So he built an experiment on this island called La Buca, and turned this wild island into a prison island where the prisoner could walk as free man but could never return to society. Eventually, as in any cinematic and heroic game, there was a revolution in La Buca, and the prisoner kind of freed himself and stole some ship and revendicate now the existence of free men. These prisoners that were on La Buca became known as buccaneers. Then you have another useful location for your campaign called Canquin. Canquin is an Avalonian city that is on the continent of Avalon, and it's an Avalonian city that was cursed by the Fae. So this city is cursed under a kind of effect that makes trouble by itself in the city, or mayhem just happen in the city constantly, and the mechanic just being present in the city have a mechanical effect on your character. The game master can give dramatize to PCs who start mayhem or participate in mayhem, even if it's contrary to their character's personality. Then the book is about some secret or legend of the Seventh Sea. You have the infamous or famous Captain Rogers' Lost Plunder, famous lost treasure, of course. You have then the rumors about the Black Freighter, which is the Flying Dutchman of the Théah setting. It's kind of a dark ship, ghost ship that appears and disappears into the Seventh Sea. The Seventh Sea is really a mystery in this game, since you have only Sixth Sea. The Seventh Sea is a mystical sea that is only a legend or so, and the Black Freighter would be kind of the ghosts that appear and disappear in this mysterious place called the Seventh Sea. Then you have the legend of the Queen of the Sea, which you are free to decide, as any other legends of the Seventh Sea. Is it the truth or not? This is the purview of the GM, and you can decide pretty much if you want to go by the book or not. Then the book have many rules options. You have the Destiny spread for pirates. You have a new swordsman school called the Rogers, which is based on pirate tricks and pirate dueling and that kind of stuff. You have new advanced skills. You have rules for pirate duels, drinking and intoxication, advanced sailing rules, advanced naval battle that expand the one that are found in the GM's guide. And then the book ends with a section on how to roleplay a freeman or a pirate in the setting. So I would say about this book, it's really a good book when you plan to have pirates in your games. And if you have only one book to buy for your 7th Sea game, you can be sure that you'll at least have some pirates in your games. So even if you are looking towards some other nation books, this one is the first one and kind of the basic one to go about. So I would recommend it for any game that will resolve around the pirate life and the sea. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.